Hi everyone, so on my Instagram page I asked people to ask me any questions that they wanted answered, any videos, and I got a question from Kind Zozo, and the question was, how do you detangle single strand knots or something? I do have a video showing 6 ways to prevent single strand knots. So I was in the process of detangling my hair and twisting it up so that I can wash it, and I found a knot. This kind of knot is actually one that has been created by shedded hair. So let me see if I can find it again. Now, single strand knots are usually knots that appear on the strand itself, and if I were to find that, I will detangle it. But to detangle a knot, to try to detangle a knot on a single strand of hair is very hard because it is so tightly wound and you pretty much can't do it. So what you usually have to do is just to cut it off with the scissors. Whenever you're detangling your hair, you always want to have a scissors, a shear like this, and you don't want to use scissors for cutting paper to cut your hair. So what I'm going to do is, if you look here, you'll see this knot that is joined up with another pair of hair, another piece of hair. Now this is the hair that is growing from my scalp right there. Then when you get to the very end, of course I know my hair isn't this long, you see 2 double knots. So you see one there and one there. To me, this shows that these are actually shedded hair that's joined up with another strand of hair. So what we're going to do is that you want to first focus on the knot that is closest to the end of the hair. So we're going to focus first on this big knot. You can see it's joined together and it's not coming out. So the first thing that you do is that you tug on it to see if it's going to come out. Now if it doesn't, the next thing that you do is you take the hair that is bunched up and you pull on it. So you see I've been pulling on it, and you see what happened? When I pulled on it, it fell off. The one that was shedded, it kind of thinned out. You can see it kind of thinned out. It wasn't as bunchy as before. Continue pulling on it, and sometimes when you pull on it, it can loosen up itself. You notice how I'm pulling on it? You notice that there's nothing. You see how it has straightened itself, and I'm pulling on it and it has straightened itself. So remember, there was a knot before. Now this is what we have. So it's easier now to go in there and try to move the hair. And I tell you, this is shedded hair, so you can see it in action as I'm pulling on it, trying to detangle it and trying to unwind it. Now you see I've removed this shedded hair from this other piece of hair. These are 2 shedded hairs on 1 strand of hair. So this is gone. Now let's deal with the next one. So we're going to go up towards the root, and voila, there we see another strand. Oh, this is terrible. So 2 strands of hair locked with 1 strand of hair. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and tug it. Is it going to come out? No, you can see it's not coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on it a little bit, use my fingers, and it's best when you do this, coat your fingers with oil. You can see my fingers look very shiny. You coat your fingers with oil because it allows you to easily glide through. So I'm pulling on it, and see, I pulled on it and it didn't break this hair. This is my original hair. I can see it's very healthy. There's no knots on it. These are shedded hair. So I'm going to let my original hair stay, and we'll go to it later to assess the health of it. So this is a shedded hair, and as I pull on this shedded hair, which I will be throwing away, if you look very closely, it's very hard to see. There's a white tip on it. So this is hair that has been shedded, and I don't need to keep it or anything. Now my hair, if I can find it again, what I'll do is I'll just glide my fingers from the root of my head right here. Let's see if I can find it again. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna glide my fingers through it. So we're just gliding. There's another hair that is just trying to hook up with this. I'm gliding through. So just take your fingers like this and glide it from the root, and glide your fingers slowly down. So I'm gliding my finger, I'm doing another follow-up, and what I do is when I see a knot that has been tangled with another hair, I glide my fingers and I see if I can find another knot. Now, I don't see any knots. My hair pretty much feels really smooth. Sometimes I take my nail and I push it against because that gives me a nice feel. And I can feel, once my nail stops, I know that there's a knot right there. And I'm looking really well. I don't see any knots. It's just fine. Now if you see a really tight single strand knot that you cannot get out, get your scissors and then just cut it out. I'm not going to cut my hair, but you just cut it out like that. And that is what you do. So I hope this video helps you. This was requested by Kind Zozo on Instagram. Thank you for requesting. If you guys have any questions and you want to request a video, please go to my Instagram page, Discovering Natural, and what you want to do is you want to go there and you want to look for the picture that says what type of videos you want and request, and I will do your video and I will also give you a shout out. And if you have a YouTube channel that you want me to shout out, please comment and write it down on that image on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.